Good morning kids. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and doing great at your home. I am Khushbu Patel from Saraswati Group of Education and today we are doing the last session of our first chapter. Do you remember that what we have done in the last session? We have completed the chapter. Right? The chapter's explanation is over. Now we are moving to the assessment zone. That means we are going to discuss the textual exercise right now. Okay? Now, see kids, you will be having objectives in your textbook. But now as you are grown up, you don't have to write anything in your textbook. Instead of that, you are going to solve all the textual exercise in your classwork. So when at the time of exam you start learning, so you just have to take a one book for learning. Clear? So now we are going to start with the exercise. Are you all ready? Let us start.
Okay kids, so now we are starting with our classwork. As you know that in every chapter's beginning, you will write the vocabulary words, right? So I hope you all have written the vocabulary words from your worksheet. After the vocabulary words, what will you write? You will write glossary. Glossary means certain words meaning. Now, when we have seen that vocabulary words, in that all these glossary words have been included, so that also you have to write, right? हमने देखा था what is cotyledons, crops, embryo, germination, harvesting, irrigation, kharif crops, right? So this all you will write. Okay? Rabi crops, seed coat, and seed dispersion. Right? So these all glossary meanings we have seen in the vocabulary words slide. Okay? So now we are moving to the assessment zone. Right? The first question is unscramble the words. There are certain words given in which a one spelling is hidden. We just have to arrange that letters in a proper order so that we can get the word, right? So see, the first unscramble word is EPSITCDIES. Now kids, what is the answer? It is pesticides. What is that? Pesticides, right? Same way, second, third, fourth and fifth, right? Try out and write the answer. Okay, it is very easy for you. Okay, now we are moving to the B section, which is for true or false. The first question is wheat crop needs a lot of water for growth. Is it true or false? Yes, it is false. Animals are not the agents of seed dispersal. We have seen that seed dispersal can be done by animal as well, right? So this statement is also false. Okay? Now, third one, crops can be destroyed by grazing animals. What is the answer? It is true, right? Because if the crops are eaten by animals, then it will be destroyed. Yes, so this statement is true. Now, fourth one, biopesticides are biodegradable in nature. दैट मीन्स कि वो ज़मीन में आसानी से मिक्स हो जाते हैं. वी हैव अंडरस्टूड द बायोडिग्रेडेबल मीनिंग इन एक्सप्लेनेशन, राइट? सो दिस स्टेटमेंट इज ऑल्सो ट्रू. ओके, नाउ फिफ्थ वन, किडनी बीन seed has 2 cotyledons. Is it? Yes, it is true. right? Because we have seen in the diagram as well that if you soak the kidney bean in a water and if you will press it, it will convert into the two equal half. So this one is correct statement. The two equal half of the kidney bean is its cotyledons. Correct? Right? So I hope you have understood A and B section. Yes? Okay. Now we are moving to the C section, that is fill in the blanks. The first blank is most plants grow from blank. What is the answer? Seeds, right? Every plants will grow from the seeds only. Okay? Now second question, right? I mean second blank. Blank is dispersed by water, right? Matlab seed can be dispersed by water, right? So seed is the answer for the second blank as well. Now third one. Harvesting is the process in which crops are cut and gathered, right? That means harvesting is the process of two method. पहले उसको काटा जाता है, मतलब जो फसल उगी है उसको हम काटते हैं, फिर उसको gathered मतलब ભેગું કરીએ છીએ. So that is what harvesting. Okay? Now fourth blank. Blank can reproduce by spores, right? So the answer is fungi, or you can pronounce it as fungi. Okay? Fungi can reproduce by spores. Okay? Now fifth blank. Blank the fields can prevent grazing animals from entering them. That means if we want to save our crops from the grazing animals, આપણે આપણા ખેતરની આસપાસ શું કરવું જોઈએ? If you remember in the video I told you कि fencing, પેલી કાંટાવાળી જાળી અથવા તો કાંટાવાળા વાયર્સ લગાડવાના હોય છે. So that is known as what? Fencing. Clear? Okay. Now we are moving to the next question. That is match the following. Now kids, for this, you will write the correct answer only in front of the question. The first one is Kharif crop, that is rice. I have written it with the option, right? कि C option उसका सही answer है. Okay. Then second one is Rabi crop, that is radish. The third one is weeds. And the answer for it is unwanted plants. As you know that weeds are unwanted plants which is to be removed. Okay. Fourth one is fiber crop, right? And the answer is jute. Fiber crop means जिसमें से हम कपड़े या कपड़े जैसा बना सकते हैं. So options में जो दिए गए हैं उसमें से the correct option is jute. And the last one is irrigation. Irrigation means provide water to crops. ઝાડવાઓને ખેતરમાં પાકને પાણી આપવું. That is known as what? Irrigation. Right? So that was your D section. Now we are moving to the question answer. E section. Answer the following questions in brief. First question is, during which season farmers grow rice in India? Right? So that means answer is farmers grow rice in summer season. That means it is Kharif crop. Right? Okay. Now next question. What can a farmer do to protect his grains after harvesting? That means कि now the crop is ready. એને હાર્વેસ્ટ કરી લીધું, એને કટ કરીને ગેધર કરી લીધું, તો એને પ્રોટેક્ટ કેવી રીતના કરે? સો I have written here the 2 points, right? The first point is grains should be stored in airtight containers after harvesting. That means ગ્રેન્સના દાણા જે છે એને એક કન્ટેનર અથવા તો ડબ્બા અથવા તો કોઠી પીપળામાં ભરીને રાખવા જોઈએ, તો એ બગડે નહીં, right? Now the second point is this will prevent them from getting spoiled due to moisture, rodents and birds, right? Just because we are keeping the grains inside airtight container, એ ભેજથી બગડશે નહીં, અથવા તો rodents like a shrew mouse and mouse will not eat it up and birds will also not spoil it, right? એટલે આ બધાથી એ સચવાઈને રહેશે. So we have to keep it safe. Okay, now moving to the third question. The third question is put the following in the correct sequence. Now some things are given which is incorrect in a sequence and we have to correct it. But first we will see ki what is incorrect sequence given in the question. Okay? The sequence is sowing of seeds, plowing, weeding, harvesting, adding manure, spraying pesticides, right? So all these are given but the sequence is wrong. So what is the correct sequence? The first one is plowing, ખેતરને ખેડવું. Then after adding manure, right? એમાં ખાતર ઉમેરવું. Then sowing of seeds, right? We have to sow the seeds inside. Then weeding. If there are any unwanted plant, it is to be removed, right? And then spraying pesticides. The crops have started to grow, so it is to be protected from the different insect and pest. તો એની માટે દવા છાંટવી પડે. So spraying of pesticides are the next step. And the last one is harvesting. Clear? Okay, now we are moving to the fourth question. The question is, why are biopesticides a better choice than other pesticides? Now kids, you know that biopesticides are considered to be the natural pesticides. એટલે કે એ જમીનમાં કોઈ પણ જાતનું નુકસાન નથી કરતા, right? See the answer. Biopesticides are normally biodegradable. It means that biopesticides are harmless to the environment, so it is better choice, right? That means they are not harming to the environment. જમીનને અથવા તો વાતાવરણને કોઈ પણ જાતનું નુકસાન કરતા નથી. So biopesticides are better choice than other pesticides. Clear? Now we will go to the fifth question. That is define. मतलब definitions લખવાની છે, right? So the first one is reproduction, right? What is the meaning of reproduction? It is reproduction is the process by which living organisms produce more of their kind. This we have also seen in the hard word, right? So I hope you have remembered, right? So the second one is germination, the process by which a seed develops into a baby plant in the presence of water, air and sunlight, right? So that is also we have seen, right? Germination means developing a seed into a baby plant, but the 3 factors are required: water, air and sunlight, right? Okay, now the third one, seed dispersal. the process by which seeds are scattered away from the parent plant. પોતાની ઓરિજિનલ જગ્યાએથી દૂર જવું, રાઈટ? તો કોણ દૂર જાય છે? તો કે seed. So that is what? Seed dispersal. Okay? Now, moving to the sixth question. Why do farmers spray insecticides and pesticides in the field? Right? કે દવા શું કામ છાંટે છે? So see the answer. Farmers spray insecticides and pesticides to keep the crop free from pest, disease and harmful animals, because this insecticides and pesticides have very foul smell. દવાની એકદમ ખરાબ વાસ આવે છે, એટલે ઇન્સેક્ટ કે પેસ્ટ જે છે એ ક્રોપની નજીક આવી શકે નહીં, right? So farmers are spraying this. Clear? Okay, now we are moving to the next question. The seventh question is, we have to give examples. Read the question. Name the three main kinds of crops. Give two examples of each. We have studied the kinds of crop, right? So how many type of crops are there? Yes, three. The first one is food crops, જે આપણે ખાઈએ છીએ. So examples are maize, rice, etc. Right? Now the second type of crops, fiber crops, and the examples are cotton, jute, etc. Right? Fiber એટલે કે જેમાંથી આપણે કપડાં બનાવી શકીએ. Right? The third kind of crop is oil producing crop. That means કે એવા crop કે જેના seedમાંથી કે flowerમાંથી કે fruitમાંથી we can take out oil. Right? So examples are mustard, soya bean, etc. Right? So this was your short question answer. Now kids, as you are grown up, तो आपको बड़े बड़े question answers भी आएंगे, right? So the F section of this chapter is about question answer in a detail, right? Read the first question. Why do seeds of different types need different agents of dispersal? Explain with example. That means the question is asking કે સીડને શું કામ ડિસ્પર્સ થવું જ પડે, ન થાય તો ન ચાલે, right? So we have to give example. Read the answer. Because plants cannot walk around and take their seeds to other places, right? પ્લાન્ટ ચાલી શકે નહીં, બરાબર? પ્લાન્ટ ન ચાલી શકે તો શું થાય? તો એમના સીડ ડિસ્પર્સ ન થાય, પોતાની જાતે ક્યાંય જઈ ન શકે. So it is compulsory that they need to disperse via different methods, right? Read further. They have developed other methods to disperse their seed. એ પોતે ચાલી નથી શકતા, એટલે બીજી મેથડ એ યુઝ કરે છે સીડને આગળ અથવા વધારે આગળ ફેંકવા માટે, which is seed dispersal, right? Read the second point. The most common methods are wind, water, animals, explosion and fire, right? Just because they can't walk on their own, so they have a different method for seed dispersal, like the seed can be dispersed by wind, by water, by animals, by explosion or maybe by fire, right? This we have seen in the explanation as well. Dandelion seeds float away in the wind, right? जैसे हमने देखा था कि dandelion, that we have seen in the hardwood as well, that the flower of this grass is too light in a weight, so it can be dispersed by wind, right? Now the second question. Distinguish between rabi and kharif crops with examples. Distinguish means डिफ्रेंशिएट करना, कि दोनों एक दूसरे से अलग कैसे है वो बताना. तो हमें यहाँ पे किसकी कंपैरिजन करनी है? रबी क्रॉप and kharif crop. So kids, you will make two parts like this. जैसे मैंने यहाँ पे बनाए हुए हैं, एक रबी क्रॉप के लिए और एक खरीफ क्रॉप के लिए, राइट. सो वी विल सी फर्स्ट पॉइंट इन बोथ. सी इन द रबी क्रॉप. Crops that are grown in the winter season are called रबी crops. जो विंटर सीजन में ग्रो होता है या उगाया जाता है वो रबी क्रॉप होते हैं. सो व्हाट इज खरीफ क्रॉप? सी द फर्स्ट पॉइंट इन खरीफ क्रॉप. Crops that are grown in the summer season are called खरीफ क्रॉप. मतलब देखा आपने डिफरेंस, एक विंटर सीजन में होता है और दूसरा समर सीजन में, राइट. तो ये हो गया उसका डिफरेंट, राइट, ये उसका डिफरेंस हो गया. नाउ सी द एग्जाम्पल. इट इज रेडिश, टर्निप, कैरेट्स एक्सेट्रा आर एग्जाम्पल ऑफ रबी क्रॉप्स, राइट. कि ये सारे जो है, यही नहीं, इससे भी कहीं ज़्यादा और इसके अलावा भी कई क्रॉप्स कैन बी ग्रोन इन अ विंटर सीजन. सो दे आर नोन एज रबी क्रॉप्स. नाउ सी इन खरीफ क्रॉप्स. राइस, jute, maize, etc. are some examples of kharif crop. That means it is grown in a summer season. Understood this question? Yes. Now we are moving to the next question. Okay. So the next question is, how can crops be destroyed? Explain two ways to protect the crops. मतलब ऐसे कौन कौन सी मेथड है जिसकी वजह से क्रॉप जो है वो डिस्ट्रॉय हो जाता है, ख़राब हो जाता है. तो उसको प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए हमें क्या करना चाहिए? सी द आंसर. क्रॉप्स कैन बी डिस्ट्रॉयड बाय पेस्ट, डिसीज एंड हार्मफुल एनिमल्स, राइट. पेस्ट से या डिजीज़ से या फिर हार्मफुल एनिमल से डिस्ट्रॉय हो सकते हैं, राइट. सो व्हाट कैन बी डन? Crops should be sprayed with insecticides and pesticides to keep them free from pest, disease and harmful animals. मतलब अगर हमें क्रॉप को बचाना है तो उसके ऊपर क्या करना पड़ेगा? We just have to spray the pesticides and insecticides, right? So it will be free from pest, disease and harmful animals. Okay. The other method is weeding. You can see in the bracket I have written the meaning of it. Removal of unwanted plants. तो जो plants हमें चाहिए ही नहीं, उसको अगर वो अपने आप उग जाते हैं तो we just have to remove it. So removing of unwanted plants are weeding. So weeding should be done regularly. Okay. Now the next question. Ram is a farmer who wants to grow tomatoes on his field. Give him 4 suggestions so that he can grow a healthy crop. You can tell him, right? Okay, that means we just have to give a suggestion to Ram કે એને tomatoes ઉગાડવા છે તો કેવી રીતના ઉગાડી શકે. See, first Ram has to plow the field so that the soil will be softened. રાઈટ, કે જમીનને પહેલાં પોચી કરવી પડશે. તો પોચી કરવા માટે શું કરવું પડે? પ્લોઈંગ, રાઈટ. નાવ સેકન્ડ, Ram has to add manure to the soil so that the soil will have all necessary nutrients, રાઈટ. બધું જ એમાં એડ કરવાનું છે, એટલે કે ખાતર એમાં એડ કરવાનું છે તો સોઇલ જે છે એને જરૂરી ન્યુટ્રિયન્ટ્સ મળી રહેશે. નેક્સ્ટ, after the seeds are sown, regularly supply of water is important, right? The way we are drinking water, same way plant also needs water, right? So seed ને સો કર્યા પછી ને regularly પાણી આપવું જોઈએ. And last, before harvesting, to protect the crops, spraying of insecticides and pesticides, right? કે છેલ્લે હાર્વેસ્ટ એટલે કે પાકને કાપતા પહેલાં એની ઉપર દવા છાંટવી જોઈએ. That means insecticides and pesticides. So this 4 steps will help Ram to grow tomatoes. Right? Now we are moving to the 5th question. How can the seeds of a fruit be dispersed by animals? કે ફ્રૂટનું જે સીડ છે એ એનિમલ થ્રુ ડિસ્પર્સ કેવી રીતના થશે. સી, animals get attracted towards the fruit due to its color. As we know that the fruit is having different color. બધા ફ્રૂટ્સના કલર અલગ અલગ હોય છે, and because of the different color animals will get attracted, એને attraction થાય છે, right? એટલે ફ્રૂટ્સ ખાવા માટે જશે. પછી શું થશે? સી, then animals eat fruits but they cannot digest the seeds. Now see kids, you know કે હરેક ફ્રૂટની અંદર seeds હોય છે, but that seeds cannot be digested by animals, right? So what will happen? See, these seeds are excreted from their body as droppings. That means when they are discarding the waste from their body, બરાબર, સ્ટૂલ જ્યારે બહાર કાઢે છે ત્યારે એ સ્ટૂલની અંદર સીડ્સ એના શરીરમાંથી બહાર નીકળી જશે, રાઈટ? ડ્રોપિંગ મીન્સ ટોયલેટ. ઓકે, આફ્ટર દેટ they germinate at places far away from the parent plant. એટલે એનિમલ્સ ફ્રૂટ ખાઈને ત્યાં તો ઝાડવા નીચે નહીં બેસી રહે આખો દિવસ, રાઈટ? સો દે વિલ ગો હિયર એન્ડ ધેર. સો વેરેવર દે આર રિમૂવિંગ their excreta or droppings, એમાંથી પ્લાન્ટ ઉગશે. સો વોટ ઇઝ દેટ પ્રોસેસ? સીડ જે છે એક ઝાડવામાંથી દૂર ગયું, સો દેટ ઇઝ ડિસ્પર્ઝલ, રાઈટ? ઓકે, some seeds such as xanthium, cocklebur, right? These two words we have seen in the hardwood, okay, have spines which stick to the fur of animals and get dispersed to new distant place. This we have seen. What is xanthium and cocklebur? The flowers of xanthium, that is cocklebur, will stick to the body of animal. બરાબર, એ ચોંટી જાય છે ને પછી જ્યારે એનિમલ ચાલે તો દૂર સુધી એ જાય છે. સો વોટ ઇઝ દેટ? ડિસ્પર્ઝલ, રાઈટ? સો ધીસ વે એનિમલ્સ આર હેલ્પિંગ ઇન ધ seed dispersal. Okay, now the last question of this chapter. Explain the stages of seed germination with the help of a well labeled diagram. As you can see, I have also drawn a diagram over here with the label. તો તમારે પણ તમારી ક્લાસ વર્ક બુકમાં ડ્રો કરવાનું છે. ઓકે, now see, germination take place well in the presence of water, air and warmth, right? Germination means growing of a seed into baby plant. તો એની માટે એને પાણી જોશે, હવા જોશે અને પ્રોપર ટેમ્પરેચર એટલે કે ગરમી અથવા વાર્મથ જોશે, right? The baby root grows down into the soil and forms the root. Baby root will go inside the soil, નીચે જશે, જમીનની અંદર જશે, right? The baby shoot grows up out of the soil to form the stem, right? Baby shoot જે છે બહારની તરફ ગ્રો થઈ અને સ્ટેમ બનાવશે, right? The seeds need proper air, water, temperature to germinate, right? These are the three main factors which is responsible for the germination of the seeds, right? If any one of the condition is missing, the seeds will not germinate, right? Means अगर पानी कम है या हवा कम है या गर्मी थोड़ी ज़्यादा है या बहुत कम है तो उसके हिसाब से germination कम होगा, right? That means these three conditions are required. Then and then the seed will grow into a plant, or you can say seed will germinate. Okay, so this was the last question of this chapter. Okay,
now kids, as we have completed the textual exercise, I hope you got the idea that how you are going to write in your classwork, right? So this was our session for the textual exercise chapter number 1. I hope as and when you get the worksheet, you are going to complete this in your classwork. We are going to meet next time, and next time we are going to start with a new chapter, right? So till that time, please stay at home, stay safe, bye bye.